y'all, welcome to 10.3A. We're looking at arcs and angles today. Let's just jump right into it. Alright guys, today we're going to be looking at arcs and angles. Alright, so we've done this before with central angles and inscribed angles, but now we're going to look at what do we do if that vertex is in the circle, on the circle, or outside the circle. Okay, so we're going to be expanding our horizon, our tools in our tool bag, and all that fun stuff. So, let's get right to it. Oh, well, that's not going to cut it. Now, the first case is what do we do if we have two lines that intersect inside the circle, inside that beast? Well, right away, I can tell you that 1 and 2 are going to be supplementary and apt to 180. That's going to come up a lot, right? Because if you find angle 1, subtract it from 180, you'll get angle 2. Always keep that in the back of your head. We've been doing that all year, and this is no exception. But now, let's say I want to find angle of measure 1, and I know my arcs. Well, angle 1 is equal to the average of the arcs. So it's half the sum. So if I gave you two numbers, you'd add them up and divide them by 2 to find the average. So angle 1 is the average of these two arcs. Or if you use the formula, it's 1/2 your arc plus your arc. Alright, so you add them up, divide by 2. And angle 2 is the average of these two arcs. So it's 1/2 the measure of AB plus the measure of CD. Boom. It's not so bad, right? You know, you're like, yeah, it's really bad. All right, let's see that in actual action. Let's do 2 of them. Now I'll do another one in class. So I'm going to do 1 and 3 right now. All right. So number 1, we're looking for angle AED. AED. So that angle right there. So I'm looking for AED. So that's going to be 1/2 my 2 intercepted arcs. So I'm going to do 1/2 45 plus 109, which is 1/2 154, which is 77 degrees. Almost the perfect temperature, at least in Fahrenheit, for wearing some shorts outside and grilling. Good talk. All right, let's try this one. All right, let's find YWX. Oh no, mamma mia. So now YWX is on this side. I don't know either of these arcs. Uh-oh, what do? Quit? No, we don't quit. Remember, if we find an angle next to it, we can subtract that from 180 to find our missing angle. All right, so let's find this red angle, this YWV first. Now to find that, I add up my intercepted arcs, and I divide by 2. So I do 1/2 43 plus 81. So I do 1/2 times 124. And 1/2 times 124 is 62. So that's 62 degrees. So to find my green angle, to find this angle, I do 180 minus 62, which is 118 degrees. So the measure of YWX is 118. All right, let's take a look at this beast. We're going on to the back page now. Let's say you're on the circle. All right. So what do I do if this dot's on the circle? I have a tangent line and another line, and I want to find these two angles. We actually do the same thing we did with inscribed angles. Okay, so measure of angle 1 is half the arc. So it's half the, oh, I wrote that twice. What am I doing? Math is hard. It's half the measure of your arc. So it's half AB will give me the angle. Half the arc gives me the angle. Now for angle 2, some of you might want to call that arc AB. But remember, if it's a major arc, we need 3 letters. So angle 2 is going to be half of the measure of ACB, including the one in the middle. Because if we said ABC, it'd go this way, like that. And that'd be silly. Y'all don't want to be silly. Alright, let's do one of these. And just a quick note, remember these add to 180 again. We have another pair of supplementary ones. Let's try number 7. So we're finding DEG, this angle. So I look at my arc, EHG. This arc is 308 degrees. So I know that angle is half my arc. Some would say it would sink if it's half an arc. So half of 308 is 154 degrees. That's too hot to grill outside. That's too warm. Alright, let's try number 8. Alright, I'm looking for DBC. Oh man, I don't know my arc. Now this one, there's multiple ways to do it. I could find the arc, or I could find an angle first. Now, a whole circle is 360 degrees, right? So if I know this is 192, to find the arc I'm missing, I could do 360 minus 192. Now by all means, you could have found that angle first and then subtracted from 180 to find the angle you're missing, but to each their own, I always say. So I find this is 168 degrees. Now I have an angle, I have an arc. My angle is 1/2 the arc, which is 84 degrees. Alright? Alright, one more section. I'm going to pause and move there. Last one I want to look at, could be relatively quick here because it's very similar to what we did. So what do we do if the angle is outside of the circle and it hits the circle? And it's mean to the circle. Well, before, if it was inside the circle, we did 1/2 times the 2 arcs added to each other. If it's outside the circle, it's 1/2 your big arc, minus your little arc. So you subtract them and then divide by 2. Alright? You subtract the big arc from the little arc, divide by 2. Guess what? You do it again here. You do 1/2 your big arc minus your little arc. You divide it by 2. Big arc, little arc. One more time now. Big arc, little arc. So I do 1/2. Measure my big arc. Need 3 letters because it's a major arc. Minus my little arc. Alright, let's do one example because I want to get this done in under 10 minutes. So let's find KLM. So I'm going to do 1/2 my big arc minus my little arc. So I get 1/2 times 74, which is 37 degrees. Alright guys, we're going to do a few more in class. You're going to follow along and do something with us. And have a great day.